Question number 5. Find the least number that must be subtracted from 980 so as to get a perfect square. Also find the square root of the perfect number obtained. It means this 980 which is not a perfect square number. So we have to find a least number. Okay. So from that number, when we will subtract it from this 980, whatever the result we will get, that they are saying perfect square number. Okay. So and after that, after finding that perfect square, again we have to find out the whether it is perfect square number or no. And one more thing, if in the question if it is either subtracted or either it is addition, in that case we need to go with the division method. Okay. And if the question it is having us find out the smallest multiple, so in that case we need to go with the prime factorization method. Why? Because in that we will get unpaired factors. From that number we need to multiply with this whatever the number which will be given in the question. But in this, especially in the subtract or addition, we have to go with the division. So to do the division method, we have to make a pair from right to left, and here is 9 is only have a one digit, so let it be as it is. Now for this 9 I am going to take the number perfect square, that is 3. 3 3s are 9. 9 minus 9 we will get 0. Let me take this 80 down. This 3 we need to add here. 3 plus 3 is 6. Okay. Now here I'm going to take the number 1, the same number we need to write here. Now 61 ones are, I'll get 61. Okay, now we need to do subtract here. 10 minus 1 I'll get 9, and here it is 7 minus 6 I'll get a 1. So we got the remainder, that is 19. So what we will write, therefore least number is 19. Now for this we will do cross check. Okay, we'll do the cross check. In the cross check, what we will do, according to the question what they have said, when we will find the least number, and from that number when we will subtract from 980, whatever the result we will get, that they are said that is a perfect square number. Okay, let me check that. So first we need to do subtract 980 minus 19. Here it is 10 minus 9 is 1, 7 minus 1 is 6, and here it is 9. Now we will find the square root for 961. Now let's make a pair from right to left. Here start with a 3. 3 3 is a 9. 9 minus 9 is 0. Let me take this down, this pair 61. 3 we need to add here. 3 plus 1 is, 3 plus 3 is 6. And let me take 1 here, the same number we need to write here. 61 ones are 61. So after subtraction we got the remainder 0 0. It means after subtraction whatever the result answer we got now, that is perfect square number. Hence what we found the least number, that is 19, which is correct. Therefore, square root of 961 which is equals to 31. In the first sentence answer we got that least number is 19, and after the subtraction whatever the number we will get a perfect square. For that also they asked us to find out the square root. So that is 961 square root is 31. Okay, and this cross check is which is not required because the question itself they have asked in this question. If they didn't ask also like this method is just for the cross check whether we have got this answer correct or not. Question number 6. Find the smallest and greatest 4-digit number, each of which is a perfect square. Okay, so first we need to find out the smallest 4-digit, like smallest and greatest, and that number must be what? Perfect square number. Okay, and here a 4-digit number, it starts from, like a smallest, it starts from 1000, and the greatest you will get, that is 9999. So in this between numbers, somewhere we will get the perfect square number. That must be the first smallest, and that must be the last, like a greatest 4-digit number. Okay, first I'll go to the smallest 4-digit number, that is 1000. So 1000, after 1000 we are having like a 1001, 1002. It will be keep on going up to 9909. That is only talking about 4-digit number. So first we will consider 1000 and we will find out for this square root. Okay, and I'm going to choose here short division method. Now let's make a pair from right to left. Okay, now here I'm going to take the number 3. 3 3 is a 9. 10 minus 9 I'll get a 1. Now let me take this pair of zeros down. This 3 I'm going to add here. I'll get 6 here. Now here if I take the 2 also, the number it will exceed to compare to 100. So I'm going to just take 1, the same number I'm writing here. 61 ones are 61. Okay, now here after subtraction what I'll get remainder, that is 39. Okay, here we got the remainder, and if you take the decimal and if you take the place of 0, still it will be keep on going here. You're not going to get a perfect square root for 1000. Now just see here, if I return 31 square, the answer is what? That is 961. And 961 which is what? 3-digit number. So we can't use this. Now let me take after 31 we have 32 number. Now let me write 32 square, that I'll get 1024. So now see here 1024, which is first of all 4-digit number, and the 1024 is only smallest 4-digit number. Like in between, like 1000 to 1000, in between 1024 I'm talking, like up to 1023, none of the numbers are square root, perfect square. Okay, so from the first perfect square in the 4-digit, you will get that is 1024 only. Okay, therefore smallest 4-digit number is 1024. Now similar way we will find out for the greatest 4-digit number. Now we have greatest 4-digit number, that is 9999, and for this also I'm going to choose the short division method only and making a pair from right to left. Okay, now to do the division of 99, I'm going to choose the perfect square, that is 9. 9 nines are 81. 9 minus 1 is 8. 9 minus 8 is 1. Now let me take this pair down. So now I'm having 1899, and this 9 we need to add here. 9 plus 9 is 18. Now to do the division of this number, I'm going to choose 9. Okay, and the same number we need to write here. Now 189 nines are, we will get 1701. Now see here, we got a remainder again. 9 minus 1 is 8. 9. 8 minus 7 is 1, and here it is 0. Here we got the remainder 198 actually. Okay, now if you take the point and if you return the pace of zeros, if you're taking down, if you're continuing with the division, still you're not going to get a perfect square root for this number. Okay, now what we will do? So see here 99, I'm going to take this quotient only. So 99 square I'll get, that is 9801. And if you're going to the next number, that is 100, obviously you are going to get a bigger digit compared to this. Why? Because we needed only 4-digit number. And if you are going with a 98 square, obviously you will get a 4-digit number only, but you will get smaller than this number. But what we wanted, actually we wanted a greatest 4-digit number, that only. So greatest digit number, that is 9801. Therefore greatest 4-digit number is 9801. And here from the 9801 to 9999, in between or up to here, we don't get any number perfect square numbers. Okay, question number 8. Because square root of 1849 equals to 43, find the value of the question number first. And we have another question. So here for question number 1, we are having square root of 0.1849 plus square root of 18.49 here. See here we can find out the by using short division method also we can find for this question, but we must use the value of this one. Okay, now first what I'm doing here, this which is number in a decimal, I'm just converting into the fraction. So here let me write the number at the right side. What we are having, 1849. Here in the division, see 0 0 0 0 1, so I'll get 4 zeros. Okay, now plus this side, whatever the numbers are there, let me write 1849, and in the denominator 0 0 1, that I'll get 100. Now in the next step, here 1849 value has been given, that is 43. Okay, now here it is 10,000. Number of zeros, how many there are? 4. So half of the zeros we need to write. So when we are finding the square root of that. Okay, so I'll get 100 plus here again like a 43 we are having, this is already, and here 100 the square root is, that is 10. Okay, number of zeros are 2 whenever we are having even numbers of zeros I'm talking. So half of the zero will be our we will get a square. Now this is in the fraction. Now let me convert to the decimal. Okay, yeah, now here 43, let me write as it is 0 0 1. So 0 0 1, let me write here 1 0. Now 43, 0 1 0 1, so we got 0 0.43. Let me do addition, 0 0.43 plus 4.3. now 3 4 5 6 7, 0 plus 4 is 4. So answer we found, that is 4.73. Okay, question number 2, in that same one, square root of 1,84,900 minus square root of 4 into 18.49. See here 1849 square root, we know that 43. Okay, now we are having two zeros, it means even, so half of that zero I'll get, that is only 1 0. So this square root we found 430 minus, and this side see here, now we need to just work on this 4 I can write 2 square into, now it is decimal, let me convert to the fraction. So I'll get 1849 by 0 0 1, so I'll get 100. Now minus 2 square, let me write as it is Now into 1849 square root is what? That is 43. Okay, now to do the cancellation of square root, I'm just writing here 2. Okay, and hundreds we will write 10. 10 square, it means 43. When we will multiply 2 times, we will get 1849. Here 10, when we will multiply 2 times, we will get 100. Now this side is 430 as it is. Let me write 430 minus, now let me take this power common. So what I'll get? 2 into 43 by 10. Put it in the bracket and now write raise to the power 2. Now this 2 and square root, it will get cancelled. So what left? 430 minus 2 into 43. I can do the multiplication, right? 2 3 is 6, 2 4 is 8. Now by 10. Now let me convert this fraction to decimal. Minus 860101. Okay, now we need to do subtract, like 430 minus 8.6. Nothing it is there. Let me place just point and 0 here. Now 10 minus 6, I'll get 4 here. 9 minus 8 will become 1 and 3 1. Okay, no, this it will become a 2, no, 2, and this is 4. So we got 421.4. The answer 421.4. Okay.